Well, shifting our focus now, Hong Kong's most prominent pro-democracy figure, media tycoon Jimmy Lai, has been sentenced to 20 years in prison, a punishment that critics say marks the death of press freedom in the city. And it could mean that the 78-year-old will die behind bars. Lai, remember, who's the founder of the now-shuttered Apple Daily newspaper, was convicted of sedition and conspiracy to collude with foreign forces. Charges brought under Hong Kong's national security law, a law that was imposed by Beijing back in 2020 after massive pro-democracy protests. The court described Jimmy Lai as the mastermind behind efforts to lobby foreign governments against China. Judges said his actions endangered national security and warranted a severe punishment. Despite granting limited sentence reductions on health grounds, the court has now imposed the harshest penalty yet in a national security case. Lai's family has condemned this ruling, with his daughter Claire calling it heartbreakingly cruel and his son Sebastian describing it as draconian and devastating. They say Lai's health is deteriorating rapidly and more than 4 years in detention, much of it in solitary confinement. Internationally, human rights and press freedom groups have also reacted with outrage. Reporters Without Borders said the curtain has fallen on press freedom in Hong Kong. Human Rights Watch called the sentence effectively a death sentence. Amnesty International described the case as another grim milestone in the city's transformation into a place ruled by fear. Western governments have spoken out as well. Britain's Foreign Secretary said for a 78-year-old man, this is tantamount to a life sentence. Washington has reviewed calls for Lai's release. Donald Trump has said he wants to secure Lai's freedom, and lawmakers say that the case now stands at the center of U.S.-China relations. But Beijing and Hong Kong authorities have defended this ruling. Chief Executive John Lee called the sentence deeply gratifying. Meanwhile, for all the criticism from the West, China's foreign ministry has described the court ruling as legitimate and reasonable. In fact, police officials even said that Lai's health concerns have been exaggerated. Jimmy Lai founded Apple Daily in 1990s. The paper became a powerful voice for democracy and free speech. During the mass protests of 2019, it openly challenged Beijing's authority. And after the strict security law was imposed, Lai was arrested. Apple Daily was forced to shut down. In 2021, as a result, hundreds of journalists lost their jobs. Independent media outlets began disappearing. Now, critics say that Lai's conviction symbolizes Hong Kong's political transformation, from a semi-autonomous global financial hub to a city tightly controlled by Beijing. Opposition parties have dissolved, activists have fled abroad, and dozens remain behind bars. To critics of Beijing, Jimmy Lai's fate has become his warning that dissent in Hong Kong carries a very heavy price.